Both of these teams about to reach the halfway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Here we go! 10 Lobo.
Number 53, Mike 53. Watch the run, watch the run.
On first down, Locke. And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but it does get away and it's second down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Locke will try again on 2nd down. And this one's incomplete. Looked like he had a couple of different options as far as who to throw to on that play. And who am I to say this, but I'm not sure he made the right decision.
Well, the window of opportunity is always going to be small in the NFL. That's why those quarterbacks who make quick decisions and have quick releases have the most success in this league.
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. Throwing his Lock on 3rd down. And that is incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. It takes a touchdown-saving tackle to bring him down as he goes 32 yards on the return. And the Falcons are set up well to begin their drive as it'll begin in enemy territory already. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now the former 4th-round pick, it's Kalen Ballage. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Now here's Mahomes. Open man, he's got him, the tight end Hockenson. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Yellow. Rimway.
On 1st down, Mahomes. This will be caught by Brown. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. A great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the year as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
Throwing on second down. Lock. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 12 yards to pick up. Good enough for an Arizona first. He missed on his first 3 passes, was 0 for 3. Now gets a connection. Maybe that'll get him going.
Yeah, it wasn't a time for panic, but there was some concern because once you start in a certain pattern, you're wondering, can you get out of it? And that flips the other way, too, when you're throwing it really well. In this case, now he's got his first completion. They think he might be off to the races.
On the jet sweep, here comes Moore. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
Ready, set.
50, Mike, 50. Pick it up, guys. Pick it up. Alert flare. Alert flare. Flare. Flare.
Roll out. Now.
A first carry for Leonard Fournette. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up third down.
Set up. 30 base. Check. Bravo.
Watch QB. Go.
To throw on third down. Lock. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. He's picked off just shy of midfield. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
He talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds. He's got the first down here inside the 30. Touchdown, Falcons! Kalen Ballage with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Falcons push further out in front.
Brandon, my man, just one sentence for that one. Clinic.
And that's what they've done. They lead the league in points per game this season, but it's been quick strikeability as we saw on that drive.
I think they're actually intimidating defenses because they're back on their heels right away, wondering where it's going to come from, how they're going to hit them. This group is well organized, well coached, and extremely confident in what they do.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points get that 0 off the board. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Here we go, set. 60 outlaw. Come on, hey, Echo.
Let's go, let's go.
Get it.
Locke working out of the gun. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 49. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, that he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
Undercut, color. Hey, 43, 15.
Two, fellas, let's go. Check 3.
Right side.
Now Balaj. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Attack. Yellow.
Exit.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. Escaping the pressure right. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 15-yard line.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Yellow. I've got blue lady. Easy.
Slam.
Right side.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
Yellow. I've got line.
50. Come on, the ball. Check 9. Kill.
Hey, 43.
Hey, turn it up.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
14. Cardinals, nothing.
Yellow. I've got blue lady.
Hey. Check 31.
Hey, 57. 43.
Here we go. 50. Mike 50.
Now they'll throw with Mahomes. Now he's forced out left. And this is incomplete.
Well, you know you don't want to make a mistake in that area, so you make sure you make a smart throw. Throw it out towards the sidelines. If you overshoot your guy, so be it. It's just the incompletion that we saw there.
Yellow.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And it'll be intercepted. William Jackson with a pick.
Boy, that's the kind of interception that can save a game right there. They're already down 2 scores. Huge play, slowing down what was going against them.
I was thinking the same thing. You get down 3 scores there at this stage, could be in for a long ball game. On 1st down, it's Vaughn. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 15 yards that time, and the Cardinals move the chains.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. To throw it is Locke. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes.
That's how we do it.
And keep your eye on that man. 4 sacks last week, 1 there here in the second quarter. He can be so disruptive.
So what was he doing in the first quarter? What was going on?
Took a nap.
I think he tried to lull him to sleep a little bit. Like, yeah, okay, maybe you've got me this week. No longer. And you know, with the 4 sacks last week, it's obvious he gets his in flurries.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side, but for lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Well, that's 2 sacks in this game, so add that to the 4 from last week. I think that's 6.
Good math. Excellent math. And look, he's going to get all the attention. He deserves it. He got home and got the quarterback on the ground. But that's a concentrated team effort, because you have a lot of guys who occupy blockers to allow him access to rush the passer.
And now off to the races, down the right side. Touchdown, Falcons. What a run, 79 yards on the punt return. And the Falcons push further out in front. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And it's now 21-0. So after the punt return touchdown, let's see what their opponents can do with this kickoff. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
Want to.
We know, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it. I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it. You mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. The Cardinals on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Here's Locke. And that will be incomplete.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Taking it about the 16. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there.
Oh, trying to get that to Adams, but that's intercepted. Picked off by Casey Hayward. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync. Only way to play good defense.
The throw over the middle, taken in. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 12 yards the pickup. Good enough for an Arizona first.
Ready? 50, play.
53, Mike.
Go on, go on.
They'll run on first down. It's Vaughn. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. A gain of 10, first down, Arizona.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off around the 27. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands.
52. Right.
57.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play as we have reached the 2-minute warning. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
The throw down the field, caught by his running back. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 14 yards there and a Falcon first down.
First down, Atlanta.
Fight on these two, fight on these two. There's a little lady.
Slam, slam, slam.
Hey, 15, 15, 15. Hey, Sunday, on Sunday, on Sunday, on Sunday.
52 is the mic right here, over there, right? 52.
Right, right.
Play action. Now it's Mahomes. Got him in. It's Brown. And down inside the 15 he goes. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Atlanta. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
57, 57 colors, 57 colors.
15. Shift, shift.
Hey, Sunday, on Sunday, on Sunday.
They'll run here with Balaj. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half.
Get that quarterback, D-line. Get that quarterback, D-line. D-line, get that quarterback.
They run it with Balaj. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to and he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. Kalen Balaj as the first half is winding down. And the Falcons push further out in front. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the rout is on here in this first half. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And some good coverage there by the kick team as they'll bring him down at the 16-yard line.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Typically down in the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. I mean, you've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time. First half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Intended for T.Y. Hilton. Incomplete. Darius Slay on the coverage.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
53 the mic.
A final shot before half for Locke. And he's got his target. That's more. So we have reached halftime now with the visiting Falcons out on top. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. The Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway. This one taken just inside the 10. And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36.
At their own 36-yard line.
And what is going on here? Are they serious? First down, and they're in punt formation. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it.
Let's go.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. They'll keep it on the ground. Vaughn trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain that time, but it leaves them with 3rd and 11 coming up.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Got his man complete over the middle. That's Vaughn. And he will finally be taken down, but not before he reaches the 38. A big-time play there by the Cardinals. 43 yards.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. On the draw, this is Fournette. And after getting tackled, he's still down and looking very slow to get up. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside.
Let's get it.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Watch the run. Watch the run. Watch the run.
Ready?
They fake the handoff. Now Locke. And that'll be incomplete. T.Y. Hilton, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. So 3rd down, they need to get to the 28 for a first.
I'm coming after you.
They look to throw. It's Locke. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 17-yard line. Took till the second half, but finally a red zone opportunity here. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 17. Now a give right side. It's Vaughn. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Again, they'll throw with Locke. A quick hitter complete. It's Stevenson. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. The Cardinal passing game dialed in now. 1st down.
65.
Geis, they'll try to run it. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
This will be caught at about the 6. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 5 yards that time on the completion, and now it's 3rd and goal. This is 3rd and goal, still looking for the first points of the game. They'll try to run this one in, and he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season, and the Cardinals get a bit closer. Extra point hung the upright a bit, but he gets it to go. And it's now a 28-7 ball game. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And he will be marked down right there at the 20-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And I would say they went 3 and out last time, but actually they didn't even get to 3 and out. Still a strange decision to us here in the booth.
Yeah, let's hope they don't go 1 and out, but maybe, possible. Let's try and think with them here. Try and play field position maybe, turn the ball over, put it in the hands of their defense. Who knows?
You're a nice man.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Now a deep ball here, hauled in just past the 50. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A gain there of 30 big ones. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first. He's obviously a bit of a shorter running back. Sometimes when he goes up the middle like that, he gets lost in there, and then he pops out for 10, 20 yards.
I actually asked NFL linebackers if that was true. Do you actually lose sight of some of the smaller running backs? And all of them confirmed that that can be a problem. Think of it this way. Two of the top running backs in NFL history, Emmitt Smith, Barry Sanders, both 5'10".
And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Strip that ball. Slam, slam.
Hey, 43, 15.
Presto, presto.
15. Girls, 15.
High 7, let's go.
Back-to-back 1-yard runs here, so that leaves him with a 3rd down and 8.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
So 3rd down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first. Working from the gun, Mahomes. Open man, Taylor Gabriel. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 20-yard line. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
Balaj. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive. Because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit them, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
Check, check. Lucky. Mike,
Here's a run with Balaj. And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. Kalen Balaj, his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 14 on the year. And the Falcons push further out in front. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
22 jet bomber.
On 2nd down, here's Locke. His throw incomplete. The 2017 All-Pro Darius Slay there in coverage, knocking it away. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 16 yards there, and it's a Cardinals first down as well.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does, is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
29.
Ready?
Now a play fake, and here's Locke. Now Locke, he lost the football. It's out. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 36.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
A first down run, not going to get him a whole lot. Maybe a yard. Yeah, it looks like just 1 yard there. So that'll bring up 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9 at the 35-yard line.
On the ready.
Mike 29.
Cut. Watch the twist.
Hatchet.
Check. Get it.
On 2nd and 9. Locke. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. A great effort there. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Cardinals cut into that lead. Elliott good with a PAT. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass. Defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a beat on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, a little play action, and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out.
I got motion.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Mahomes. Man open left side is Brown. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
Marquise Brown. A 7-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
The Falcons on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. On play action, it's Mahomes. He's got his man, T.J. Hockenson. And he's going to get this deep onto Arizona's side of the field. It's a big play there for Atlanta. 56 yards.
First down, Falcons.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Now a handoff here to his running back. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Staying on the ground with Samuels. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. They've got a 4th down here in a game that looks to have been decided already. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
Got it.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move.
And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Cardinals. DJ Moore, 78 yards. And the Cardinals get a bit closer. Elliott now to add the extra point. Oh, how about this? No good. Just his 2nd miss of the year, and our score will stay right where it is. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. The run on 1st down gets them a couple up to the 27. Give them a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11. A lot of scoring. There's no doubt about that in this one, Charles. Points, they were not at a premium. They were pretty easy to come by.
They were, but it was fun, wasn't it? Because both teams finding ways to click. And you know people who love this game, they also love baseball games that are 14-11 with 3 or 4 home runs mixed in.
So for Atlanta, their winning ways continue as they get it up to 7-0.
long getting back to my right mind. I don't wanna be on the ground when the time flies. Had so many friends go, I wonder when it's my time. I live every day like I'll die by the nighttime. It took me so long getting back to my right mind. 5 days straight, no rest, oh well. I don't need no scale. I've been on my, I don't need no help. Always getting money, rains, no sleep. Every day I work my thumb, I don't get to take off. A hater get up, I'm ready like lift off. I never been nowhere, but I'm ready to stay gone. Nothing ever lasts long, I'm always beating the odds. Taking all these trips, I had to go and get a passport. I'm just trying to live, I don't know what the mad for. I just signed a deal and got a really big bag for it. Still at your mama crib, ain't getting money, you gotta ask for it. I'm tired of complaining, I gotta change my situation. Looking at the view outside, I thought I would never make it. Every day they take, but that don't stop the money making. If you want it, go and take it, ain't no point in hesitating. I don't wanna be on the ground when the time flies. Had so many friends go, I wonder when it's my time. I live every day like I'll die by the nighttime. It took me so long getting back to my right mind. I don't wanna be on the ground when the time flies. Had so many friends go, I wonder when it's my time. I live every day like I'll die by the nighttime. It took me so long getting back to my right mind.
Yeah, and it feel like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, yeah, whole squad like, what? And it feel like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, what? Whole squad like, yeah, and it feel like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, yeah, whole squad like, yeah, and it feel like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, yeah. You don't want problems, you don't want smoke, dog. You don't want problems. Yeah, you don't want problems, you don't want smoke, dog. You don't want problems. Yeah, you don't want problems, you don't want smoke, dog. You don't want problems. No, I said you don't want problems, you don't want smoke, dog. You don't want. Call us dangerous. Ain't too many can play with us. See where this game here taking us. No barber, ain't no fading us. I ain't really saying much. Actions be louder than words, man. I just wanna be heard from your mom to your pop to the beat to the birds, man. Cut right off on the curb like I'm Barry Sanders. Chains on and the diamonds dancing. Game on, so it's time to go. When the rain starts, I'ma let you know. Name a squad that is better though than my home team. We a pot of gold. I'm a dog. I'ma need a bone for my whole team. I'ma let it go like yeah, and it feel like yeah, all day like yeah, all night like yeah, whole squad like what? And it feel like yeah, all day like yeah, all night like what? Whole squad like yeah, and it feel like yeah, all day like yeah, all night like yeah, whole squad like yeah, and it feel like yeah, all day like yeah, all night like yeah. You don't want problems, you don't want smoke, no. You don't want problems. Yeah, you don't want problems, you don't want smoke, dog. You don't want problems. Yeah, you don't want problems, you don't want smoke, dog. You don't want problems. No, I said you don't want problems, you don't want smoke, dog. You don't want. Yeah, I pissed so my frustration, I was waiting to shine. My father taught me don't be soft, so now I'm taking what's mine. I define myself as ambitious, young, black, and gifted. Master P, my masterpiece, that mean I don't got no limits. Bout it, I doubt it. My homies know you ain't ratted. We break you down like a pound. I got it, don't panic surround me. I'm corrupted, flow cold and it's rugged, bumpy. What is up? I'm ready for war. You got to love it like yeah, and it feel like yeah, all day like yeah, all night like yeah, whole squad like what? And it feel like yeah, all day like